Zebras find their partner through a slow, social, and highly observant process shaped by life on the open plains. Living in groups helps them constantly interact, observe behavior, and build familiarity long before any pairing happens. These daily interactions are the foundation of how bonds begin. Most zebras live in stable family groups led by a mature male with several adult females and their young. This structure allows individuals to spend long periods together, making it easier to recognize personalities, temperaments, and social signals. Partnership does not come from chance but from long-term presence. Young zebras grow up watching older members of a group. Through this, they learn social rules, body language, and how adults communicate interest or boundaries. These lessons shape how they behave later when forming their own bonds. When a zebra reaches maturity, it begins paying more attention to others outside its immediate upbringing circle. Subtle changes in behavior appear, such as staying closer to certain individuals or responding more quickly to their movements and sounds. Visual cues play a major role. Zebras are highly aware of posture, ear position, tail movement, and walking patterns. These signals communicate confidence, calmness, or alertness, all of which influence how individuals respond to one another. Scent also carries important information. Without direct contact, zebras can gather clues about another's health and readiness through natural sense in their environment. This helps them assess compatibility without conflict. Vocal communication adds another layer. Soft calls, snorts, and brief sounds help zebras recognize one another and maintain connection even when spread across open land. These sounds can signal reassurance or draw attention gently. Trust builds gradually. A zebra shows acceptance by allowing another to stay nearby during grazing or rest. Sharing space peacefully is one of the strongest signs that a bond is forming. Protection is another key factor. A mature male often demonstrates reliability by staying alert and positioning himself between the group and potential danger. This behavior signals stability and strength, which are important in long-term partnerships. Females are not passive in this process. They actively respond to behavior they find favorable and distance themselves from behavior they do not. Their choices shape which bonds continue and which fade. Competition exists but is usually brief. Displays of strength or confidence may occur, yet serious conflict is rare because wasting energy can be dangerous in the wild. Most outcomes are decided through presence and persistence rather than force. Time plays a crucial role. Bonds often take weeks or longer to fully establish. This slow pace ensures that partnerships are based on consistency rather than impulse. Once a bond forms, the pair remains close. They move together, rest near each other, and coordinate their actions within the group. This closeness strengthens their connection over time. The group setting supports these bonds. Other members recognize established partnerships and adjust their spacing and interactions accordingly. Social awareness keeps harmony within the herd. Environmental conditions also influence pairing. During times of abundant food and water, zebras are calmer and more social, allowing bonds to develop more smoothly. During harsher periods, strong partnerships become even more valuable. Cooperation helps individuals stay alert, conserve energy, and protect the young members of the group. Each zebra has a unique stripe pattern, allowing easy recognition from a distance. This visual identity helps partners quickly find one another in large moving herds. Memory is important as well. Zebras remember individuals they have interacted with positively, even after separation. This recognition helps reconnect partners over time. The process is guided by instinct but refined by experience. Zebras balance natural signals with learned behavior to choose partners that increase stability and survival. In the end, zebra partnerships are built on familiarity, communication, trust, and shared space. It is a quiet, natural process shaped by social life on the plains, proving that connection in the wild is as much about patience and understanding as it is about instinct.
A desert is a vast region characterized by very low levels of precipitation. It receives minimal moisture throughout the year, making it one of the driest types of landscapes on Earth. The scarcity of water shapes every aspect of its environment. The terrain in a desert can vary, including stretches of sand, gravel, rocky plateaus, and dry, cracked earth. While many imagine deserts as endless sand dunes, they can also consist of rugged mountains or barren plains, depending on the location and geological history. Temperatures in deserts often fluctuate dramatically. During the day, heat can soar to extreme levels under direct sunlight. At night, those same areas may cool rapidly, with temperatures dropping significantly due to the lack of cloud cover and moisture in the air. The dryness of deserts is not necessarily tied to heat. Some deserts are cold and experience frigid temperatures for most of the year. What defines a desert is the limited rainfall, not temperature alone. Even polar regions can be classified as deserts because of their aridity. Winds play a strong role in shaping desert landscapes. Constant gusts can sculpt dunes, erode rock formations, and transport fine particles across great distances. Over time, these forces create distinct and often dramatic physical features. The soil in deserts is usually dry and low in organic material. Its texture can range from gritty to sandy or hard-packed, depending on mineral content and weathering. Because of the limited vegetation, it may be exposed and vulnerable to erosion. Deserts can appear empty, but they are complex systems with subtle layers of activity and interaction. Patterns in the sand, changes in temperature, and occasional weather events create a dynamic, though often slow-moving, environment. The sun has a strong presence in the desert. It beats down on the surface during the day, heating rocks and soil and contributing to the rapid evaporation of any moisture. This makes survival for plants and other forms of life particularly challenging. Rainfall, when it does come, can be sudden and intense. Flash floods may follow, as the hard soil is unable to absorb water quickly. These short-lived events can reshape the landscape in just a few hours, carving paths and depositing sediments. Oases, though rare, can exist within deserts. These are isolated spots where water is available due to underground springs or aquifers. Such locations often contrast sharply with the surrounding dry terrain and may support a wider variety of plant life. The air in deserts is typically dry and holds little humidity. This makes perspiration evaporate quickly, sometimes without even appearing as sweat. The dryness can affect everything, from how heat feels on the skin to how quickly materials decay. Mirages sometimes appear in deserts due to the heat interacting with light and air. These optical illusions can give the impression of water or reflective surfaces that vanish upon closer inspection, caused by the bending of light through temperature layers. Deserts are often remote and difficult to access. Roads may be scarce, and distances between locations can be vast. Navigation through these regions requires care, preparation, and knowledge of the terrain, especially where landmarks are limited. Despite their harshness, deserts are places of profound silence and stillness. The lack of vegetation and distant human presence can create a rare and deep quiet, broken only by the wind or the occasional sound of movement across the surface. The shapes and forms found in deserts often appear sculptural. Natural arches, stacked stones, rippling sand dunes, and sun-scorched ridges display patterns formed over long periods. These features offer insight into the power of erosion and time. Some deserts stretch across continents, while others are more contained. Their scale can range from a few square kilometers to thousands of miles, affecting regional climates and ecosystems beyond their own borders. The light in deserts is often striking, with clear skies providing direct sunlight and sharp shadows. At night, these same skies reveal stars in brilliant clarity due to the lack of moisture and pollution in the atmosphere. Clouds are rare in many deserts, but, when present, can signal changes in weather or brief chances of rain. Their arrival can momentarily alter the tone and color of the sky, casting unusual hues across the landscape. Though they seem lifeless, deserts have their own rhythms. Wind shifts, dust storms, and temperature changes shape the daily and seasonal cycles. These patterns are subtle but consistent, creating a form of natural order within the apparent emptiness. The surfaces of deserts can reach high temperatures, and the heat they radiate back into the atmosphere can influence nearby weather patterns. In some cases, deserts can help drive the movement of air masses and influence larger climatic systems. The horizon in a desert often feels vast and uninterrupted. This can create a sense of openness and scale that is difficult to find elsewhere. The distance between points seems amplified, and the earth feels exposed beneath the endless sky. Some people find inspiration in deserts. The simplicity of the landscape, the sharp contrasts, and the minimalism of form and color can evoke thoughts of solitude, endurance, and reflection. For many, deserts represent both challenge and beauty. Though they are harsh environments, deserts are essential to the diversity of the planet's surface. They offer unique insights into survival, adaptation, and the interplay between geological forces and climate. Each desert has its own identity, shaped over time,